Alright, so I'm here today with an unboxing video of this brand new BenQ monitor, or BenQ, however you want to call it. So I previously reviewed quite a few of their monitors. 27-inch one, the 27-inch Quad HD 2K one I'm using now, and now I have this one. It's a 32-inch 4K monitor. I hope the audio even turns out good on this thing because yeah, this is kind of hard to unbox something this big, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try and make it as entertaining as possible. So what we have here is the BenQ EW3280U. So you're getting adaptive HDRi, you're getting the remote control, you're getting 2.1 sound in it, and the sound is actually really, really good. 4K resolution, but it's $799. So if you want to stop here, I don't blame you because it's expensive, but it has a lot going on for it, and it's a really good monitor for content creation, which is why I'm going to be using it. So before we get into this, I do want to say, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, I appreciate you being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you can get updates on new videos. Now, I'm going to try and figure out some way to get this unboxing on video. All right, so here we go. I need to get my handy dandy unboxing tool. So I've had this knife actually a long time. I got this when I was deployed to Kyrgyzstan for like 8 months back in 2010, and it's worked out really well. It's a Benchmade knife. It's like the best unboxing tool you could hope for. So go ahead. Don't cut too deep because you don't want to mess up any of the packaging. So. All right, now, got the top of the box open. That's like a quarter of the battle. So the way this works to get it out of the box, the monitor's wedged in there with the styrofoam. So before I go any farther, I'm going to close my knife up and lock it so we don't have any accidents. And then we're gonna try and get this out of here. I think I'm doing my mic. Don't ever say that my videos aren't real. All right, so I'm gonna lift this up and push the box off the edge actually. Get this documentation here. All right, buy my box. Get lost. So inside here, we have the documentation. And I'm really hoping this is as easy to put together as the last one I did. So it comes with a CD for an LCD monitor, setup. Now what? You just received a new BenQ product. A little survey card thing, I guess. A thing on here about eye care. So one cool thing about this, Brightness Intelligence Plus auto detects ambient light levels and color temperature in your viewing environment and automatically adjusts on-screen brightness. So that's kind of cool. Quick start guide, which I'm not even bother reading. And, all right, there's the first layer of styrofoam. Let me back this up. All right, so here we are with the top part of the monitor. And the sucker is a little on the heavy side, but it's really, really nice looking. It's got like this bronze kind of speaker grill that's on here. And I know this because I'm using the Quad HD Plus already one, and I totally love that one. Now that one's 144 hertz refresh rate, is great for gaming. I don't know how I'm going to set both of these up, but I'm going to have the 27-inch one for gaming, and then this one for my content creation, for making my videos and all that other good stuff. So here we go, BenQ. There we go. See bronze on the bottom, and it's very, very large. So let me set this down and get the rest of the stuff real quick. All right, so the rest of the stuff's kind of hanging out here on the back side. We got the stand. We got the other part of the stand, and then we have more styrofoam. So we got some wires here. I know this is a little unorthodox, but you can see some of my production studio here. So here we have a USB-C cable. So this will actually work with USB-C. It's a USB-C monitor. And then there's also an HDMI cable. No display port cable. That's really surprising. I figured it would have one. And then we have our power cord. So to get this set up, it's actually not that difficult. The last one I actually did by hand, and then I tightened it up. But get this out here. So there's a little mount on the back, and the monitor pivots, which is nice, so you can move it for the optimum viewing angles and all that great stuff. I'm trying to cut myself on the monitor. So right here, this goes onto the back and it'll allow you to move. And then this locks into the bottom. So the first thing we're gonna do, so we'll go ahead and get this. So here we go, see, ta-da. Is that something else? It comes with a little rubber wedge too. It's kind of neat. So what this is for, the rubber wedge, ta-da, is for you to put the remote on. So here's the remote. The remote can control the HDR, the HDRi setting. It can adjust the volume. It can adjust the blue light stuff. You can mute. You can turn the volume up and down and change the input source. So I'm going to pull this tab out of the back so the battery will activate. Got the little IR blaster up top, and we'll take this plastic piece off there. So it's a nice remote. I'm already using one with the current one. So you take this, you set it right down there on that, and it sits on the desk. So you have a nice little wedge. It works out pretty good. And yeah, like I said, I've really been enjoying the one that I have so far. The video quality and everything on it's really good. So here's this. Like I said, it's very, very easy. This just slides and locks into place there. And when you do that, all you have to do is, it's got the thumb screw on it already. So you don't even need a tool. You can just tighten it right up there and you're good to go. But you can still use a screwdriver, either a Phillips or a straight head, to tighten it down even farther. Now, to mount it onto the monitor itself, undo this because I can't do it on the table. So on the back here, you can see we got the ports, and the ports are, we got 3 HD, well, one display port, 2 HDMI, and then the 1 USB-C, which works out pretty nicely. It's got a audio out as well, and then we're going to mount it right here onto the back. You see where those 2 screws are at? So that's what you need the screwdriver for. So we're going to place this face down. All right, so I went ahead and did it this way. So what we're going to do is take this, and it's going to go right down into the grooves right here. Turn so you can see this a little bit better, and it's going to slide right in. So when it slides in, then all you have to do is just tighten these up. They do have little springs around them. And I'll go ahead and get the screwdriver and finish tightening that up, and we'll go from there. All right, so I'm here. I got it set up, the BenQ EW3280U. Try saying that 3 times fast in conversation. But I've got a lot of experience. Like I said, I've been using the 27-inch model for quite a while now. I like it a lot. Really excited about this one. So it's 4K. It's got a 60 hertz refresh rate. So if you're not a gamer, that probably doesn't matter too much to you, because the refresh rate is just a nicety that's on there. It makes things look a little bit smoother. It makes things look less blurry when there's a lot of action on the screen. But a 60 hertz refresh rate is perfectly fine, especially when you're using this for like content creation, graphic design, things like that. That's really what this is designed for, and that's why it has everything. Because if you do content creation, if you do graphic design, video editing, things like that, you don't want a bunch of stuff out on your table. So this gives you the 2.1 sound system, which means it has a built-in subwoofer. It actually has really good sound, and we're going to talk about that, and I'll show it off in a minute. But for this unboxing and first impressions video, I'm going to try and skim the surface of a lot of things. 1000:1 contrast ratio, which is nice. It's got the USB-C connectivity, and I'm going to show you something here really cool. You don't have to do any setup whatsoever when you're using a Mac. I'm going to test it out when I do my full review with the PC, but watch this. I'm just going to plug this into the USB port on my MacBook Pro, and voila. It should pop up here. Yep, there we go. So, easy peasy. We got the monitor. The monitor works, the remote works out with a lot of things. You can adjust the sound profile. You can change the volume, make it go up and down. You can turn on the blue light filters. You can adjust the HDRi with the intelligent HDRi technology. Lots of cool stuff going on here. Now, there is also down here a volume knob, which you can use, and you can probably see the numbers down there. They're just kind of spinning in place. I mean, they do move a little bit, but this works out a lot better. And what works even better is the mute switch, which is also built in, and you can change the input as well. So display port, 2 HDMIs, and then the USB-C, pretty much everything that you could ask for in a monitor. Now let's go ahead and test out the sound. I've got some copyright-free music here. Let me move my microphone over here in front of the speaker so you can get a nice crystal clear picture of what the sound sounds like. Mute. So pretty good, huh? I think the sound is actually nice. Same speakers that I've gotten. The other one that I use all the time. You don't have to worry about having speakers set up on your desk. You don't have to worry about the wires being all over the place. Nothing gets in the way. This is nice, and you can plug it in. Like I said, you can just pull your laptop in, plug it in, leave it set up kind of like a workstation, and you're good to go. Now, it does have a 5 millisecond response time. That's kind of the upper end threshold for gaming. You really don't want anything higher than a 5 millisecond response time. 4 is okay, 2 is good, 1, sub 1. Those things are great, but like I said, this is just a standard large 4K monitor, so you can work on your stuff in full scale resolution, and also you can see there's just so much screen real estate there. And it looks beautiful, 1001 contrast ratio, and yeah, it's great, especially with the adaptive HDR. You can change the profile on there from cinematic mode to just regular display mode to game mode. So the adaptive HDRi, high dynamic range, and then the I stands for intelligent, adapts to what you're doing, and it changes the contrast, the blacks, everything else to give you the sharpest picture with the most depth and the dynamic brightness. So it's a cool thing, and I like it a lot, which is why when I had the opportunity to review this one, I'm like, heck yes, sign me up. So that's about all I have really on the unboxing and first impressions. Like I said, the full review is going to be coming soon after I get an opportunity to use it. This is just the first glance, kind of look over things and look at some of the stuff to see what it's all about. Now, again, I mentioned this earlier, it's $799, which is pretty significant. But when it comes to 4K monitors, especially ones like this, with the adaptive HDR technology, the blue light technology, the eye care, the sound, all that good stuff, you're going to be paying quite a bit of money for a 4K monitor anyway. So I think that it's competitive. It's got the BenQ name going on it. Of course, this is not a sales ad. This was sent out as a review unit. I'm not being sponsored or paid or none of that stuff. They're not getting to see this before you are. So that's all I've got on this unboxing and first impressions. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. It's been really kind of difficult to get everything set up so I can get all this on camera because it's so big and I have a limited space to work with here. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you get updates when new videos come out. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the comment section. I will get back with you. And as always, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.